All right, guys, let's get into it. I saw this. I briefly covered the Dr. Disrespect original tweet. That was the leak that a former Twitch employee came forward with. The Dr. Disrespect got banned for messaging an underage girl through Twitch whispers, bro. People are trying to get freaky with minors through Twitch whispers. That's the world right now. Dude, I think the only time I've used Twitch whispers is to, like, when I do a giveaway, connect with the viewers who won giveaways. Then I'll go into their Twitch whispers and I'll be like, yo, like, send me your, like, address so I can send you whatever you won. That's the only time I've had to use Twitch whispers. Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, so there's a couple things I wanted to say before we read this, which is, number one, people said that Dr. Disrespect was not allowed to talk about the reasoning behind his ban, and that's why he couldn't deny the accusations that he spoke to a minor. And what I didn't understand about that is, like, I can understand an NDA encompassing things related to the case, but let's say he was actually not banned, like he was just he was banned for something completely different by Twitch, right? If he was banned for massively view botting or something like that, right? The NDA would not encompass, like, him, like, he would not suddenly not be able to defend himself against any accusation ever. And if somebody called him a pedophile and said that he was, like, messaging underage girls, and that was not true, and he just didn't talk about, like, the Twitch ban, like, I'm sure he would have plausible deniability that he would be like, hey, there's like I've never spoken to an underage girl. I've never, like, had an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl, whatever. Like, I think that you would be able to defend yourself against accusations, because I can't imagine an NDA that would cover you not being able to defend yourself against false accusations in any other aspect of your life because of a Twitch ban. Like, it wouldn't make any sense to me. So the whole idea that people were like, well, like, he can't say anything about it, obviously, because of his NDA. It's like, if that had nothing to do with the case and he just spoke abstractly about it, I think the layer of abstraction would allow him to not violate his NDA. Like, I just don't know. And also, like, why would you sign an NDA that, like, randomly had in there for no reason? It's like, oh, by the way, you can't defend yourself against, like, accusations of pedophilia. It's like, we're just going to throw that in there, by the way. Like, it just seems strange, right? It just seems strange that so many people are on that side. So Dr. Disrespect starts. He says, the Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here. I absolutely hate when people start things like this. Like, the first thing that he says is, like, guys, let's make this clear. I am a very honest guy. Sure, I might have cheated on my wife publicly, but I am super, super, super fucking honest. So everything I say, you gotta know this is the truth, bro, because it's coming from me. You know me, I'm the doc. Like, it's just some way to start the statement to, like, try to cater to his viewer base and make people. It's just a manipulative statement because it's like, dude, I don't like what? Okay, you're more honest than the average person, or what is this supposed to mean? Like, we literally know that you are, like, a cheater, right? So I don't know, man. It seems like very weird to open the statement with this. I am super fucking honest, guys. Like, listen to what I said. Like, you guys know me. I am the most honest. Like, dude, what does that even mean? First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at the Midnight Society game studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Now, this is different than what the Midnight Society tweeted, because they made it sound like they released him. And then here he's saying that it was actually, like, a collaborative decision. Like, I'm not sure who is correct here. I'm just pointing out that there's actually a difference between those two statements. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I've never wanted to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor? And it's important to note that he edited out minor and back in minor multiple times. Like, if you go and you check the edits, he has edited that word in and out multiple times. because obviously that is like the most condemning part. Is if it says there are Twitch whisper messages with an individual, it's like, okay, like there's nothing wrong with having messages with an individual, bro. If you're like game is game, bro. If you're just trying to like flirt with people through Twitch whispers and they're over the age of consent, like no problem, bro. You can flirt, like you like whatever. It's not illegal to cheat on your wife for like the third time at this point, or like however many times it's been. That's not an illegal thing to do. You shouldn't get banned for it. Like obviously calls into question your character, but you shouldn't get banned. It's all good. But he's been editing out minor in and out of the tweet. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. So my question is then, what the was the point? You know, like I feel like there has to be like some intentions. Like I guess like what he's trying to make the distinction of is like, yeah, like I was just like talking and like flirting or whatever, like whatever I was doing, it might have been inappropriate, which he says later on, but it might have been inappropriate, but I wasn't actually going to go through with it. Like, guys, you got to believe me. Sure, I was like saying things that, you know, probably insinuated that I wanted her in some way, but I wasn't actually going to go through with that. Like, of course I wouldn't go through with that, which is like extremely convenient, right? Because I don't know what the point is. Like, I mean, maybe his argument would be that he has some like weird fetish where like the idea of being with a minor like turns him on, and that was like part of it. It's like, okay, like I like the idea of it, but I wasn't actually going to do it because I know that actually doing it is wrong, but you know, I just enjoyed what the idea of everything was. It's very convenient, by the way. It's like, damn, like, I guess we got to take your word for it then, doc. All right, these were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. I mean, obviously it's written in the way to make him look as good as possible. Sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Like, what are we talking here, bro? Like, it's pretty inappropriate, number one, as a 35-year-old man. In 2017, he was 35 years old. I'm 33, bro. Like, I cannot imagine messaging somebody underage, bro. Like I'll be honest, bro. I've had underage girls try to fucking DM me and shit, and it's always been like, the fuck are you doing? Like, it's always like, I am not even going to like I'm not even going to speak to you and try to be like friends with you or something like that. Like, how do you be friends with a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old? Like when I was like, what, 28, 29? Like, how why would you? It's like a radioactive fucking bomb, bro. I'm trying to get away from that shit. Like, it's like, I don't even want to talk or anything. Don't even message me. Don't do fucking anything. It's so clearly weird. It's so clearly weird. And if you have a community, you are a streamer, you have popularity, why would you risk it? Even if you are like, even if you do have those intentions and you're somebody like Dr. Disrespect, why would you even risk it in the, like, it doesn't even make sense. It's like you're fucking ruining everything. This ruined your entire fucking life in Twitch whispers, bro. These were casual mutual conversations, but that sometimes lean too much in the direction of inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. This is the Hashinshin defense, by the way. It's like, hey, look, it was inappropriate, but I didn't get pictures. So that's like the child. I didn't solicit the meeting up. And there was no crime that was legally committed. It's like all this stuff. It's like, okay, bro, no crimes were committed. It's still fucking weird. And the thing about this is that people are so like randomly pro like talking to underage girls online. Like I've just noticed this on Twitter. People are really pro that. Like there's a Sneeko tweet with like 50,000 followers. That's like, so if a girl is 17 years old, 364 days and 59 seconds, 23 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, then it's wrong. But then if it's one more second, then it's right. It's like, no, bro, it's like fucking weird regardless. Like you just shouldn't talk to people that are like that much younger than you. There's obviously weird power dynamic things. It's just still wrong. Like you just shouldn't do it. But anyways, this is something that like people really love. Like people are really pro hooking up with underage girls when you're like a man online for some fucking reason. It's like some like anti-feminist thing that's going on. So people are going to do the same thing they did with Hashinshin, where they're going to be like, well, there was no legal case. Hey, there was no criminal case. There was no FBI case. So you're just virtue signaling if you think that this is fucked up at all. Like that's what people love doing. It's like, yes, yes, he wasn't accused. Like he didn't have a criminal case. Obviously he would be in jail, or there would have been a criminal case if, you know, if he broke the law, and he just can skirt around the law. Obviously, there's ways that you can muddy the waters and make it seem like what you're doing is not that bad. And obviously, if there is not like a real big thing that happened, you're probably not going to get tried and stuff like that. A lot of times these would be settled legally with like the person anyways, or with the company, which is Twitch in this situation. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case brought against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility, because yeah, I mean, he hasn't taken responsibility for anything so far. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll own my fucking shit. This was stupid, bro. It's like, it has nothing to do with not being perfect. Like, bro, I'm not fucking perfect either. Like, I can get triggered by random Twitch messages. Like, I'll say mean things to people in solo queue. Like, that's not being perfect. That's like being like a flawed human being. This is something that is a very calculated decision, bro. Like, he obviously knew talking to underage girls was wrong when he's in his mid-30s. When like, he's a father, he has a wife. Like, of course he knew this was wrong. This is a very calculated thing. And it's not just stupid. This is the same thing that he said when he got banned, or not when he got banned, when he got caught cheating the first time, where he was like, stupid fucking mistakes, man. It's like, no, these are not like stupid mistakes. Like, stupid mistakes is when Hans-sama forgets to buy like LDR in a game. Like, it's like, damn, that was a stupid mistake, man. Like, this is something that's calculated, and it definitely has something to do with like who you are as a person. And obviously, if you read this, he didn't really own his shit. Like, he's like, oh, I can own my shit. He didn't really. He was like, that was a stupid mistake. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels about being thrown around loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the hell? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. That. Yeah, no, it would be really hard to be labeled like a predator when you're talking to a 17-year-old. Like, those things don't sound nice. I agree. I would not want to be labeled a predator or a pedophile either, which is why you just don't do anything predatory or file adjacent. Look, there's also something that I've noticed, which is the word pedophile. People like to really be anal about this word, because technically a pedophile means attraction to like children. So what people that message underage girls, people that are like 16, 17, there's a word for it. It's like a Heberophile. I don't even want to title it. Yeah. So this is probably what it actually is. He's not a pedophile. He's a hebophile, I guess. And hebophile is like, he's probably attracted to actual like girls that are post-puberty but under the age of 18, I assume. Like, I don't think he's actually attracted to like 6-year-olds and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure that like that would be a whole different thing. So people like to really be anal about this word, but everyone knows what you mean. It's like, you talk to underage girls. When people are labeling you a pedophile, you are talking to underage girls. It is what it is. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, dude, this is the worst apology of all time. There's no apology. It's like, his apology is like, all right, guys, did I a little? Hey, my bad. Like, that shit happens. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not perfect. Super fucking mistakes. Anyways, you for calling me a pedophile. That's messed up, man. That's really fucked up. Don't do that shit. I hate when people do that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. It's a good fucking decision if that's the case. It's the same decision they made in 2020 around Hashinshin. Actually, I wonder if they did this like site-wide, because this was literally the exact same timing that Hashinshin got banned. And I wonder if they were like, okay, they had Twitch Whispers. They saw people that had been talking to minors in Twitch Whispers, and they all did it. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but the timing is literally the same exact time Hashinshin got banned. 2020 June. To my community, to my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. It's like, oh man, what are these streamers? If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you always have been greatly appreciated. Oh, I'm guilty now. I'm guilt trip, Doc. Maybe I'm the bad person for not supporting you anymore. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breath social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit That's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear? Yeah, fucking right. This guy is so epic, man. This guy is so fucking epic, man. Wow. Crazy. You can tell why he's a big streamer, man. You can tell why he's a big streamer. He does the whole I love you shit. Hey guys, I love you. I love you as my viewer. Thank you for supporting me. Gotta build that parasocial community. I mean, it's such a horrible statement. Like, you can tell this guy doesn't give a fuck about what he did. Like, it's also so weird. 35, man. Like, 35.